This is Terry Jordan Jr., and I'm listening to no one else but TJ on The Real Show on Spreakers.com.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy TJ The Real, Dreadhead Productions Commander-in-Chief, giving you all another edition of The Real Show on Spreaker.com and iTunes. Thank you all for tuning in. But before I get started, I just want to say thank you to everybody that supports this show. Like, honestly, real talk, thank you all very much. Special shout out to everybody that listens around the world, because without you, there would be no Real Show. Without you, there would be no me. So thank you all very much. And I want to just say, for those that have not already, please check out TJ's Rants of the Night. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is TJ The Real. And please download the podcast of The Real Show, which is in the iTunes store. For those that have iPhones, please download The Real Show that is available on iTunes. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we at The Real Show, we did an interview with actor Rob Demery. Now, for those that don't know who Rob Demery is, if you've seen the movie Get On Up, the biopic that focused on the life of James Brown, which starred Chadwick Boseman, well, Rob Demery was in that movie. He played the role of Clyde Stubblefield, James Brown's famous drummer. He also is a stage actor. He done a lot of things when it comes to stage. He acted in a play called Fetch Clay Make Man, which was directed by Jasmine Guy. A lot of you probably know Jasmine Guy from A Different World. He was in that also. And also, he is the founder of the Red Light Arts in Atlanta, Georgia. So this man is doing a lot of big things out here in this world. And we're going to talk to him about Flint, Michigan, because he just so happened to be a native of Flint, Michigan, so we want to get his take on that. And we talked about his take on the Oscars and African Americans not being represented in this year's Oscars. Also, we have the Rumor Report, the first ever Rumor Report starring Gossip Girl. So I'm real excited about that. We want to see what she has to say. She talks about some of the celebrity news that's going on out there. So we're going to hear from Gossip Girl, Goddess Girl. And we're also going to be hearing from sports from my boy James the Great. Man, we go way back, from the time we were doing Real Talk No BS. So he has the sports coming up for you all. But of course, we play the best for back in the day and today on The Real Show. Just sit back, relax. You already know, but I'm going to tell you anyway. We global. Let's get started.
Yourself, you're one of our flawless. Ooh, you a sexy lady, but you walk around here like you wanna be someone else. Ooh, I know that you don't know it, but you're fine, so fine, fine, so fine. Ooh, oh girl, I'm gonna show you when you're mine, oh mine, mine, oh mine. Treasure. my treasure. You are my treasure. Yeah, you are my treasure. You are my treasure. You are my treasure. Yeah, you are treasure. You are my treasure. You are my treasure. You're my golden star. You are my treasure. You can make you are my treasure come true. You are my treasure. If you let me treasure you, you are my treasure. If you let me treasure you, oh, oh.
This is The Real Show on Spreaker.com. It's your boy TJ The Real, and we have a special guest on the line. Now, most of you may have seen him play the role of drummer Clyde Stubblefield in the movie Get On Up, the biopic of James Brown. And also, he played Muhammad Ali in the stage play Fetch Clay Make Man. He is the founder and artistic director of Red Light Arts in Atlanta, Georgia. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Rob Demery. What's going on, Rob?
What's up with you, man?
Man, nothing much, man. Hey, first off, I just want to say thank you for taking time out for your busy schedule, man, just to be on my show, man. I appreciate that, bro.
Yeah, likewise. Thanks for having me on.
Hey, I just wanted to talk to you. First off, about acting. You're definitely good at what you do. I can vouch for that. I did a couple, plays with you back in the day when we were at Jackson State,
Right.
and I can tell that you have a lot of passion for what you do. So the first question I want to ask you before I ask you anything is, how did you get into acting, and how did you know that this is what you wanted to pursue?
Well, my mom used to be an actress. I was around 9 years old when I was witnessing her and had a chance to be in a church play.
Mm-hmm.
I forget the role that I actually played, but I think it was Peter. But once the show was done, I got a standing ovation, and I said I can get used to this. And, my mom, with her having experience, she really knew how to bring out help me embody the character and everything. So ever since then, I've been pretty much moving forward ever since I was 9. So.
Okay, so 9 years old that you started out, and you also played basketball as well, correct?
Right, yeah. I played basketball all the way up until college.
Okay, then.
And I know you and I met at Jackson State.
Yeah.
I actually went to Jackson State to play basketball and,
Right.
Realized that everyone can't make it to the NBA.
Yeah.
So I said to myself, I'm like, okay, if I'm going to be the sixth man coming off the bench at Jackson State and not Duke, I may want to reroute this navigation system of my career. So
Right.
I went to the tryouts knowing that I was there to be on the team, but leaving a rehearsal actually and trying to think of the name of that play. But I played Lim. It was, it'll come back to me. But, yeah, I ended up leaving the basketball stadium and going over back to the theater. And the director knew what time it was when I walked in. I told him I wanted to totally commit to the theater, and ever since then, that's what I've been doing.
Yeah. Of course, you're talking about the Mad Drama Performing Troupe. So tell me, Rob, what impression did Mad Drama at Jackson State University leave on your life?
Well, the whole college experience made me who I am today, and I'm very grateful for the opportunity making it to Jackson State, not knowing a single soul, and being introduced to Mark G. Henderson, who's the chair of the department. People knowing I wanted to act, they said, this is the man you need to get with, and ever since, my life has been on a whole different path. He's still my mentor till today. He's the founder and artistic director of Mad Drama, which you stated, which is an acronym for making a difference, doing respectable and meaningful art. So from the beginning of my college matriculation, everything, opened up from doing great art from the beginning because of the motto. You're taught to not just get on stage and just perform. You want to do things that's educational, entertaining, but educational at the same time.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it really helped mold me into the actor and most importantly, the man that I am today.
Yeah, absolutely. I can vouch for that also. Dr. Mark G. Henderson, he touches a lot of lives at Jackson State University. And I can also remember being a 19-year-old back in 2005, a sophomore at Jackson State University. And you really took me under your wing, man. You really taught me how to have a stage presence. And, I never probably properly said this to you, but I appreciate all the little things that you taught me about being on stage. I remember when we did a play called Ceremonies and Dark Old Men. You really kind of helped me because I was a character that really didn't have those many lines, but you kind of just showed me, how to always stay busy on stage and like how to always have that presence. So I just want to say thank you, and I appreciate everything that you've done to try to help me during that transition process. Appreciate that, man. Thanks a lot. This is The Real Show on Spreaker.com. Your boy TJ The Real alongside Rob Demery. We're talking about our time at Jackson State University. So Rob, you graduated from Jackson State University, and now it's time for you to go out here into the world to practice your craft. Tell me, after you graduated from Jackson State University, what did you do after that?
Well, continue to train, which is something that's very important to every career that you go in, So I got out, went to the St. Louis Black Repertory Theater, which is the first and largest black theater company in the world. Had a great internship with them. I also went out to Klein Theater up north in Minnesota and worked with them on the tour for about 3 months. I've been directing and casting for a company out of Louisiana called Public Awareness Theater Company. Throughout all of this, even started my own company, Red Light Performing Arts Company, which is more so known as Red Light Arts. We traveled now all together to about 42 states performing for youth and different schools and youth organizations. So it's pretty much been my life.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I was saying before, like you leave and you get all this different training and you meet all different people and you go to all these different states. What the stops that you made, what can you say that you learned being out there that you probably weren't prepared for, at Jackson State? So let's just say, for example, a young college kid, he takes up theater arts and he graduates. Was there anything that you learned after you graduated that you probably can give to a young thespian that is probably listening to this show right now?
Yeah, Jackson State, no college can teach you the willpower of being in the business. Mm-hmm. You have to really want what it is you want, and I think when you're in school, it's a little easier to say it because, you're probably getting a refund check or, money isn't as important as it is when you graduate and now you have a wife and kids or whatever it may be. It's like life just gets a little more serious. So it's like if you're going to really go into this thing, you want to make sure that you understand the business side of it. And the business side of it is something that you really, and I'm not saying even from a textual standpoint, it's something that you have to go out there and experience. So, you can't be afraid to jump and make and get a couple bruises and things of that nature. If you're really, really into it, you have to really, really understand the business because it can get very tricky. Everyone's trying to save the next dollar. And some theater companies, you can work for a full year and you may not make nothing but $11,000 total that whole year. Right. So, you can't really support yourself with that. So you have to understand what works with you, for you, and with you, what avenues to go down. And that's how you pretty much form your career. So it can definitely be a full-time job.
All right. Absolutely, man. And now we talk about, the stage plays and we talk about the grind and the passion that you have to have for the business. You go from